Warning, this podcast may include coarse language, spoilers, and mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Good morning, Bucketeers and Buckets, and welcome to Bukkit Banter, the only podcast made for those in the bucket, by those in the bucket. I'm SpacemanHardy, your hostess with the mostest, the master of manliness himself, and I'm here, as always, with my favorite hetero life partner, Durga.
Yo, what's up? I am so ready for Motoku this year. I'm so ready for Commander Wizard, but that's not anime, so we can't talk about it. I'm sad.
And also is our favorite taco expert, Mr. MexicanAnime.
Hello, everyone. Hope y'all are doing well today, tonight, wherever you are.
Adding a little femininity to this otherwise sausage fest of a podcast, we have, of course, the lovely Lilac.
Of course, because we have to have a lady in there somewhere. Why not?
And adding even more femininity is, of course, our resident butt monkey, MadShadow.
Matt, when are you gonna?
I'll let you get away with it this time, Hardy. Next time,
all right.
I shall punish you very cruelly.
Yes, I'm sure that you would derive some sort of sick sexual pleasure off that, doing that. But anyways.
Oh, God.
Anyways, here we, so how is everyone doing tonight?
Good. This is what, the fifth time we're attempting this?
Third time.
At least the third time we're trying to do this.
It's too many times.
Third time's
Bottom
charm.
line.
Let's hope for that.
Yes.
Nah.
We keep
I
saying
swear,
that
this podcast is cursed.
Let's hope it's not cursed for, ever.
we keep saying, this is the return of the Bukkit Banter podcast. This is the first ever Bukkit Banter podcast. And in reality, we've recorded this thing 8 times already. So
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say it's the first when we've done it we should know this by heart now.
Yeah. Got a serious case of deja vu.
Well, we've had a crap ton of technical issues. One including Noah's computer basically exploding.
Who is sadly not here with us today, but he will in a future Bukkit Banter.
Hopefully.
Yes. Noah couldn't make
Hopefully.
it. Neither could Sneebs or
He
Raven, so.
may be here in the next first Bukkit Banter.
Next first.
Next first.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope this one works, though, first. Let's get through this one.
Yep.
All right. So before we go any further, let's talk about what we have been watching and or reading this week. Durga, you want to start us off?
Oh, sure. I would be glad to, because I actually did a review on one of the manga I was reading this week. I did a review on The Drops of God. It's a new manga being released by Vertigo Incorporated right now. It's basically a manga about wine and wine tasting and wine sommeliers, which is another word for basically a master of wine. It's a pretty unique series, actually. A lot of manga, let's say, for example, Toriko has this. In Toriko, the entire world's about food, about presenting this world of food and describing how good this food is. Well, Drops of God is sort of like that, but for a more mature, sane audience. There's no powering up and all that, but some really good artwork in it, too, and I just love it. It's got some cool main
The
characters.
raging alcoholic in me is suddenly interested.
Yes, and they have, really good details on wine, not just, how it tastes or smells, but they know their wine history and their wine names. It's just a huge variety of wines depicted in just the first volume alone. The first volume is pretty long. The first one was 400 pages long, and that's a great deal for a first volume. And no, it's not an omnibus. It's actually the length of the first volume. But yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is that the manga is exploring, I guess you could say, a culture, essentially.
Yeah, it really is. It's exploring a culture of wine. The main character is he works in this wine industry, and he's there's this whole it's not just about the wine itself, but about the industry around it and the people who critique it. One is rival in the series is basically this snotty wine critic, but he knows his stuff. He does some really weird stuff too. There's one case where he tastes the dirt of different vineyards to know which vineyards it come from. So he knows everything about wine, even stuff that doesn't really seem that important.
Well, sounds respectable.
Mm-hmm. As far as anime I'm watching, still watching Space Brothers, still fantastic. Been watching Sword Art Online, Natsuki Rendezvous, and Koku Connect as well, which are not as good, but they're still worth watching, I guess. Natsuki Rendezvous is almost over, and I'm kind of glad it is getting there, because it's a good story, but not really a long story. It doesn't deserve to be too long. And already it's starting to feel a bit too long with the whole ghost trapped in the main character's body arc, which is it's a good idea, just maybe better as a 2-hour movie, not an 11-episode series.
I'll keep that
What
in mind
about
when I catch up
you,
on it.
Lilac?
No, I just said I'll keep that in mind when I catch up. Sorry.
Same here. I haven't caught up on it yet.
I haven't even been watching
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
I haven't been watching any summer anime as of late.
Yeah, the only one with is Space Brothers. Other than that, I usually like start on a few series and kind of follow them, but then fall behind and scramble to catch up at the last minute.
Oh, one more thing I've been watching. I just recently finished watching GTO, Great Teacher no Izuka,
Woo! Yay.
which is an awesome series. You should all watch it. Yes, these are all out of print, but they're still worth buying.
Go watch it. Go
And there's
read
some
it.
good bloopers in there as
Yeah.
well. Everyone loves bloopers.
Oh, bloopers.
How we love them.
Glorious bloopers.
But yeah, that's what I've been watching and reading for the past couple of weeks.
What about you, Lilac? What have you been enjoying lately?
Oh god. Well, short answer for the manga have absolutely nothing. Last time I read manga was a while ago, but let's see. I finished Ayakashi Samurai Horror Tales the other day for an upcoming review. And I just started watching Chobits last night, actually. So I watched the first 2 episodes, and all I can think of is this kid has a one-track mind. I don't know how many times porn is referred to in like the first 2 episodes. I can think like maybe 10 times at least in the first 2 episodes. I'm like, what the hell? But so far so good. I am enjoying it.
Have you gotten to the underpants?
Underpants.
Oh god, that episode. Underpants,
I finished
underpants,
episode 2
underpants.
last night. I'm guessing that's
the most-
the next episode.
Remember,
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
most
pretty
memorable
early
thing
on.
about that show.
Yeah, but also, yeah, but also since Durga's doing shameless butt plugs, I might as well do one too, and it's also technically related to Durga. I have a review coming out Wednesday for
Very
Ride
nice.
Back. Da da da.
Yeah. Speaking of butt plugs,
Oh. Oh my.
oh my!
Da da da. Yeah, speaking of butt plugs.
Ride
Shameless
back.
plugs. Woo! But yeah, basically that's all I've been doing for watching anime. I finished Ayakashi. I'm on Chobits right now, so that's pretty much it.
What I've been watching recently, I rented both volumes of Shangri-La,
Ooh.
and I've been watching that. I'm gonna hopefully watch some more tonight. I've watched the first 6 episodes so far, and it's not as good as I was hoping it would be. What it was, it's from the director of Armitage, and it's from the designer for Last Exile, and those are some of my favorite series. I mean, Armitage
Ooh,
is an
Last
excellent
Exile.
group of movies.
Last Exile, it's gorgeous. Last Exile's gorgeous.
I like Last Exile more than I like Gankutsu. It's actually my favorite Gonzo series of all time.
Wow.
And, and both of those combined, it's like when you put those together, it's like you have my attention. But so far, it's kind of been hard to follow. It's focusing more on like the stocks and the economy of this world. But it's starting to
Stay with
pick
you
up.
guys.
So,
You wanna say it.
Reaganomics!
That's what I thought.
Reaganomics.
so basically, you're talking about C all over again. Because C's
Not-
focus was
no,
economics.
it's no. C is more
Yeah.
like economics.
C felt more
meets
like-
Pokemon.
Yeah, C felt more like it was because a lot of it felt like it was just a shonen fighter. I mean, I don't know. I
Right.
really wouldn't call it an economic anime or something like that.
Well,
Just because
when you
like
say
there, just because like there was a lot of like in C like there was a lot of attention towards like the fighting part mostly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But when you say economics, that was the first thing that was in my head. I'm like, C?
I haven't seen
And now
C.
Spice and Wolf comes in my head.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
when I think of economics, I think of a wolf girl. That's what my mind wanders.
But now it's cool.
But anyways, one thing that is worth checking about on Shangri-La, it's bound to get better. It is bound to get better, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
One thing that caught my attention immediately, Kent Williams plays a tranny.
What?
Wait. I'm
Not-
trying to remember the name.
not-
I'm trying to remember.
That sounds wonderful.
The name Ken Williams sounds so familiar right now. I'm thinking One Piece. Why am I thinking One Piece?
He plays a father in a Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's a good example. What he sounds like.
Was he Captain Kudo in One Piece?
Was he?
I
don't
feel like
know
that's
if
what
he
it
was.
is.
I would have to check.
Hold on.
He
Oh
was
my
the
God.
ogre in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, him.
He was the
ogre
narrator in Yu Yu Hakusho as well.
Oh, that's
Oh.
interesting.
Yusuke Urameshi.
Oh, yep, that does sound familiar.
It does.
Yes.
Now that I
He
can
has-
picture that voice, I think he
He's
was
normally
Captain
the
Kudo.
narrator for a lot of
Mhm.
Filmation shows.
Yeah. So he's playing he's playing post-op tranny.
That is just interesting.
And it's so boggling to look at this character and say, hey, she's pretty hot, and then hear Kent Williams'
Oh my
voice coming
God.
out of it.
That's
like-
hilarious.
Like, okay, my
Well,
penis
you-
is confused. I don't know what to
Well, at
think.
least you can't say he's being typecasted.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, yep.
Anyways,
Ken Williams is Captain Kudo. I'm sorry, I just looked it up. I was like,
yeah.
such a familiar name. I know I've heard that somewhere. I'm like, oh, yep, my favorite villain from One Piece. Duh.
And so that is definitely worth checking out. If you ever wanted to imagine Kent Williams voicing a female or newly granted female character, that is definitely check out Shangri-La. So that's what I've been
That's
watching.
gonna be interesting.
Mex, you said you've actually haven't been watching much recently. What have you been seeing?
No, like the last thing I have seen is Fate Zero, which, as I said before, I really enjoyed it because like it just wasn't some cheesy shonen fight series. Like there was a lot of themes put into it, which I actually really enjoyed. And what I've actually been like semi reading and playing, I guess, is the Fate Stay Night visual novel, which I downloaded because I wanted to know what goes on more in the story, and I did not want to like watch the anime just because I had not heard so many good things about it. I know it's not really anime
My
or
roommate's
manga.
Here's a hint. More porn.
I don't think it's terrible, personally. That's just
I heard
My roommate's
Unlimited
a
Blade
Type
Works
Moon
wasn't
fan.
bad. Like that, it was actually done decently. But
Unlimited.
I've heard it was really pretty, but it was only for the fans. Like only fans would understand
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I watched
That's what I've
Unlimited
heard.
Blade Works at Itchinator's stream one night, and
Yeah, I
it is
thought
very,
so.
very pretty. But if you're not a fan, you will not understand it
Mhm.
at all.
mhm.
You won't get
Gotcha.
it. So, it's
Yeah.
strictly for the fans.
Yeah, but other
Mad. Okay, I'm sorry, guy.
no, I was just saying that other than that, that's the only thing I've been doing really. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Mad. Tell us what you've been
Okay.
watching.
Well, I recently, as in yesterday, finished Great Teacher Onizuka as well. And actually, Durga and I both finished it yesterday, which, incidentally, is MexicanAnime's birthday.
Which is my
And
favorite
GTO's
anime.
his
as well.
favorite anime.
Woo.
all of the irony has just been put into like 5 seconds.
So many coincidences.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. Yes.
Moving on.
Yes. So,
Yeah, it is on, no doubt. It really is brilliant. And you know, at first I didn't really care for the ending. I was kind of thrown off by it
It's an old show.
because,
It's like over 10 years old now.
well,
You wanted more, really.
No, what threw me off about it was the fact that when it ended, he wasn't
Spoilers.
a teacher anymore.
Spoilers,
Oh,
spoilers,
Spoilers.
spoilers.
Crap,
Just saying that
sorry.
right now.
Spoilers.
It's an ending that makes sense, I think.
Well, I thought about it a lot more though, and I have become more happy and satisfied with the ending, I guess.
I've heard that.
Well, if you always wanted to, you could always check out the manga because I know that it has a different ending than the actual anime.
Huh.
So if you want to try something different,
I may look into
Pick it up.
that. I'll
Yeah, I
try.
heard the anime got ahead of the manga, so they had to change the ending, kind of
Yeah.
like with Fullmetal Alchemist. But the ending makes sense, at least for the story. It's not an out of nowhere ending.
yeah. Actually, I was pretty fine with the ending. I really didn't have that much problem with it.
Yeah,
I mean, I was a
I-
little oh god.
I wasn't at first, but I've come to like it in hindsight. Just thematically, based on what they were saying about Onizuka and who he is as a teacher. Basically, Basically, I don't think this is too spoilerific to put it this way. They're saying that that his love for being a teacher is second only to his love for his students.
Mm-hmm.
Some of his students a lot more than others.
Oh my.
But yeah, anyway, GTO is awesome. The horrible dub is somehow also amazing, and
Here's what I don't
And if you
get.
haven't watched-
After listening to it, okay, I can see why people might think it's bad at a first listen, but if you go back and listen to it, I honestly do not think it's bad in the least bit. When you take into consideration there's like 4 or 5 people doing the majority of the roles, it's actually a spectacular
well, that's part of the reason
dub.
why it's bad.
I have no opinion on this dub. I have not watched GTO. Now you can
It is a
crucify me
dub.
for it.
It's a very mixed dub, I think. Like there is like a lot of good voices in it, but there are also some voices that just sound really derpy. Like what's his name? That one student with the long hair who sounds like 90s kid, for example. He's not really a bad actor, but he sounds so weird. And there's an evil
I think
nerd
that's Steve
character who
Bloom.
So yeah, that just makes me want to point
Steve
out.
Bloom?
I actually
And what-
love the
Yeah,
English dub.
Steve Bloom voices. I think Steve Bloom does voice the long-haired student.
Yeah, he does.
Steve Bloom voices everyone.
But yeah,
According to Jo in her review, between him and Wendy Lee, they cover like half the roles, and Kirk Thornton picked up a lot of the slack
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, Kirk Thorne plays that one wimpy kid too that who tries to commit suicide twice.
He plays both
Is
the
it, wait,
wimpy.
that's Kirk Thornton?
He plays both the wimpy kid and the nerdy kid who tries to blackmail him as well.
Kirk Thornton
So-
is a nice man, by
Yeah.
the way. Me and my boyfriend met him and my boss, and he's a
Oh,
nice
you
man.
lucky SOB.
I
Just
would
saying.
love to meet him.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would very much like to meet him as
He's
well.
a nice
He's-
man.
Anyway,
He's my second favorite voice actor, actually. Under
really?
yeah, I like him more than Crispin Freeman. I am not ashamed to admit that.
What?
and now the
He's
fangirls are
a
gonna.
better actor than Crispin Freeman.
I'm
He is a
sorry.
better
I am.
actor than Crispin Freeman.
fangirls, you can find Hardy at D2 if you want to like go to his house or something and like just get your revenge on him.
I will lead the
No, no,
brigade
when you
to
can-
burn down his house. I am with
No.
you, ladies. The Crispin
You're ju-
Freeman
you-
fangirls are ascending right now.
He's been doing it longer. He has a much bigger range, and he can pull off more types of roles. I'm not saying that Crispin Freeman is a bad actor.
But Crispin Freeman is sexier. Can you all
That
agree on
doesn't
this?
make a difference. That is a moot point.
It does
When you
to
are standing
me.
in a recording
It does
booth,
make a
you
difference.
Wait,
difference to
wait, no,
me.
no.
But
Okay, I
it
can
is
admit
true,
his
he is
voices, but that's
sexier.
as much as I can say.
No, just take a look at him.
Okay,
Seriously, take a look
Hardy,
at him.
I will admit,
Just-
because I've seen Kurt Thornton in a good amount of roles too, I will admit that you are right. He does have a bit more versatility than Crispin Freeman does. It's just that Crispin Freeman, I am sorry, is fine as hell, and I love him. Shut the hell up.
yeah. Fangirls be blind.
I'm also blonde, by the way. Shut
Yes.
the hell up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps my case. I don't think it just.
No, it doesn't. You just kind of okay.
I dug my own grave there.
If it makes you feel better, Lilac, I will always forever be the dumb blonde of the D2 Brigade, to be honest. Of the bucket, at least. I will always forever be the dumb blonde.
And I will now be the squealing Crispin Freeman fangirl. I think we're even.
Oh, among the millions, trust me. Okay. I will
All
be
right,
the
well, that was
squealing
quite a
Kirk
tangent.
Thornton
But
fangirl.
yeah, let's go back on track here.
But
Anyways,
Anyway,
moving on.
getting back,
go ahead, Mod.
I've also started on Clannad After Story, which I'm kind of about at this point.
This is true.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Durga. I mean, it's not bad by any stretch. It's good for what it is. It's just not really my thing. I mean, I think that since I watched the original Clannad, I have become more lukewarm toward Moe as a whole, which is kind of funny. But still, I'm only about a third of the way in, and I hear that it gets much better, but that's mostly from Moe fans.
No,
so,
actually,
see.
I can say that unless you consider me a Moe fan, Mad. I can fully agree that it actually does get way better throughout the second half. I mean,
By
but
the
to
way,
be
if you
fair,
didn't,
but to be
by the
fair,
way, if no, I'm sorry.
to be fair, I did enjoy like the first half. Like you felt kind of mad, but even that's just not your style, so I can't really like.
I'm
blame you.
assuming it's okay.
No.
Oh,
I don't dislike
Yeah,
it at all.
yeah.
Don't,
You just
don't
felt
get me wrong.
it just wasn't really your thing. Like you,
By the way,
Yeah, I mean,
guys.
it's
By the way, world, Mex hates Kaon, so for him to like to kind of like Clanad is an interesting statement.
but
by the
K-On! is a
way.
horrible show. Sorry, Hardy. Sorry, Hardy.
they're different.
Excuse me, taco eater.
They're different kinds of moe.
Yes. You
They're different
There's the
kinds.
lay
I
off
think.
my chaos.
Moe is Moe is Moe.
Moe is a very broad term.
Eh,
It is a broad term.
It's the Moe movement.
I know. Well,
It scares me a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of movement, we got to keep on going because we're kind of losing track of time.
yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
it has
like
great
20 minutes
animation
in.
also.
Well, at
Yeah.
least I am. At least.
Yeah, you watch anything else though? Like, you're watching Planet
Uh,
After Story. Anything else?
Yeah, one more thing. I've started on Den Coil, and I really, really wish this was licensed. I mean, I don't get why it wasn't licensed. I think if Genion was still around, it's probably the kind of thing they would have picked up. It's been pretty good stuff so far. I mean, I'm 10 episodes in, and it's sucking me in completely.
From what I've heard about the series, I think Jen Aaron would be the kind of person to pick it up. I mean, because they did Lane, they did
Paranoia Agent,
Paranoid Agent,
Technolize.
Technolize, Haibane Renmei, even Samurai Champloo. Jen Aaron originally did Samurai Champloo, so it sounds like something they would pick up.
Yeah. Yeah, the kind of weird, stylized, kind of intellectual, well, except for Samurai Champloo, that's not exactly intellectual.
That's
Jenny-
just a
you know
fun
what I mean.
one. That's just a fun one.
Genion did a lot of those actually. They did shows like Gregory Horror Show, and they did Requiem for the Darkness.
They had a
They did
variety of things.
They did Ayakashi Horror Samurai Tales.
This
in
is
fact.
true too.
So that
Yeah, they've got a. But yeah, I think this would probably be up their alley. But I'm still hoping that it will eventually get picked up because it's good stuff, and I think it would probably do pretty well in the U.S. with a good dub. I mean, it's kid friendly, but also clever and has a lot of good themes and ideas.
So you're hoping it'll eventually get licensed like Umineko no Nakakoro ni got licensed?
I also never understand why
I had to
NIS
bring it
out of
up.
all people got that show. Just because like out of all the other things they have
because
licensed.
no one else wanted it.
Well, they could have passed up on it too.
So, speaking of licensing, that's actually relevant to a news article I have here, which we should be getting to pretty soon, actually. Yeah.
How about we do that now?
Transition.
Well, I'm done. That's everything I've
Segue.
seen. I recently
Shut
finished
Shut the
Segue
hell up,
here.
man!
but that's it.
Shut that.
Segway. Time for our news segment.
Okay, go.
This is Otaku News.
I love that.
All right.
Oh.
So we're going to start off with what Durga mentioned. In fact, who called dibs on this one? I think it was, Mex, you called dibs on this one. Go
Okay.
ahead and tell us.
So, North American anime licensing company Sensei Filmworks announced at its anime panel on Saturday that it acquired Mawaru Penguin Drum, the Ninja Scroll film, and the first season of Letter B. So, after all these years, I mean, not after all these years, after all this time, the Penguin Drum fans can finally get their show. Sadly, it is by Sensei, which some people, sadly for some people anyways, like Hardy, which obviously, some people are not too happy about that.
I think Hardy will agree with me on this. As long as it's not a Stephen Foster dub, I think we're good.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
as
the
long
only,
as they don't give it to.
I'm one of the few people who actually doesn't mind Stephen Foster. All
It
that
just
much,
depends
to
on
be
what he picks up, really, is the thing.
honest. It really does.
This
'cause
isn't suited to Stephen Foster. It's not.
Like high school.
Yeah.
It's really
Big
not.
example, High School of the Dead. No. No, 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 no.
I disagree. I love the High School of the Dead dub.
Yeah.
I
There's
loved
so many
it.
pop culture
There were
references.
there
that
was some,
no.
I don't
kind
know,
of like the
This
dub
is just me. I just
in
did
a
not
weird
like
way.
the dub of that just because it kept throwing in like random
Like the
Western
dub
references.
is okay. Here's
Yeah,
the thing about the
exactly.
dub.
That was my
the
problem
one
with it.
problem.
But to
That
be
was the
fair,
one
Yeah,
problem.
okay.
I found
Here's
the
the
show
thing
kind
about
of
the dub,
meh
though.
either way,
Dub,
so
the
I
dub
mean,
is technically not good.
Oh,
It's
go ahead.
technically not good, but for High School of the Dead, it kind of fits. Is
It does.
a trashy
That's-
dub
that's
for
the
a
thing with High
trashy
School of the Dead.
show.
Yeah.
And yeah, the
And I still
references.
think it was well acted. It was well cast. The only problem that it had was really the script with all the pop culture references. And a lot of people some people had issues with the fact that there was so much profanity added in. But let's get real here. If you're standing smack dab in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, you're not going to say, "Oh my gee golly willigers."
Yeah. You're going to be swearing like a sailor like there's no freaking tomorrow.
Exactly.
This is true.
You will lose your shit.
That having been said, with all that's being said, no, I do not think Stephen Foster is the right person to direct the dub for Mawaro Penguin Drum. I think Matt Greenfield could do a better job. Greg Ayers would do a better job. There's another woman who's done some dubs for Sentai, and she would probably do a better job. But Stephen Foster is definitely not the best choice for.
To be happy,
I
mean, to be fair, I'm just happy.
This is a show that's supposed to be like Utena level of scripting, so.
Yeah,
it wouldn't work.
No, it would not work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go, Max.
I'm just happy that it's finally getting licensed. I mean, as far as the dub goes, I'll just hear it first. I mean, I'm not just gonna go off because it's Stephen Foster. It's just because it's him. I'm gonna give it a chance.
And if
first.
the dub sucks, well, there's the sub.
Yeah. Besides, I watched it sub. I'm not.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, hold
I have
on.
not seen
think
it
it's a
yet,
show-
but I do want to buy it. At least watch it at some point, since I've heard some pretty good things about it.
Yeah.
Was it? Well, hold on. Was it confirmed
Yeah.
that Penguin? No, was it confirmed that Penguin Drum was getting a dub? That's
Yes.
the question.
Yes,
it was.
I think
okay.
so.
Everything that Sentai puts on Blu-ray gets a dub.
No, it was
Okay.
actually confirmed, not just because of the Blu-ray, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering,
Yeah.
because I know there are those rare occasions where, like, companies just release the Japanese and they don't do a dub for it until, like, God knows how long later.
Yeah.
So that's
in
what I was wondering.
contrast, the other show that Ninja Scroll has already had a dub for years and years, so it's cool. But the other show that Sentai licensed, Letter B, it's going to be subtitle only, and it's going to be only on DVD. They're not putting that one on Blu-ray.
To be
I'm
fair,
not
I never.
It's another.
Oh, good.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, to be fair, I've never even heard of this show, so I was not really too disappointed to say.
I am vaguely aware of it.
I've
Same.
never
Like,
even
it's
heard
like-
of it before. I think I might have to look it up.
It sounds like a niche title, so I can see why they make it sub only.
Makes
All
sense, I
right.
guess.
Okay. Well, moving on to another story. Lilac, you chose this one. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell
I
us
found it
about
on the forums this morning, and it really caught my eye, because I'm kind of like... So basically, the people... I'm going to say this now. The people harassing and making, like, bad comments and crap about this. I'm going to say, really, guys? Really? But, back in June of this year, there was a event for like a screening of Kokodo Connect, one of the summer series that came out, and there was a voice actor. I'm gonna butcher names. Excuse me for this. Mitsuhiro Ichiki, who auditioned for a role and was invited to come, and they all believe that he was like a special voice actor guest. Instead, they kind of did I don't want to call it a complete prank. Like, it was more of a surprise, and they told him, you're not going to be a voice actor on the show. You're going to be head of public relations. And they even showed footage of his fake audition, like, during the show. And, basically, news outlets and people online started, like, criticizing the event and basically, like, saying it was bullying and it was a bunch of crap. They, were saying comments to not only people that were on staff and voice actors for a show, people who were completely unrelated to the project itself. Like, there was one in particular, voice actress, Iri Kitimura, excuse me, she had announced that her agency had to delete her Twitter account because she had received a number of offensive messages, regarding an unproven personal involvement with the show's producer. Man, she's not even part of the cast or nothing, so it's like... And then this past Sunday, both Kokodo Connect's website and Ichiki actually put forward statements about the event. Essentially, the staff of Kokodo Connect apologized, and they're going to take more things into consideration when moving forward. And Ichiki, basically, he apologized for worrying the fans about the incident, and then proceeded to say that... Where is it in here? He said that the appointment as the public relations head, rather than a voice actor, was a legitimate surprise to him, and that he believed. Where am I? He believed that the people who were present at the event, plus the 20,000 online people who were watching it via Ustream, probably would have reacted negatively earlier on rather than, like, right after the event. Like, if they thought it was a completely terrible thing. This is basically, in my opinion, just people taking, like, this story, running with it, and just making crap up and going with it, and causing a lot of problems for...
Here's my take on the situation. As long as the guy is cool with it,
Yeah.
what's the problem? I mean,
There is none.
he didn't seem to be upset about it at all. He's like, oh, that's
It was
funny.
a legitimate
But I still have a job,
surprise.
right? So,
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean-
because of this whole problem, because one of the things that he had to do with his job is basically go on, I guess you could say, a tour across Japan and promote the show.
That's probably paying better than the voice acting job, to be
But
honest.
there would be these people who would take the things out of context, not only go to these events, and I think what happened, go to these events and kind of, like, cause problems there, like saying comments there, but they also interpreted, like, some of the footage and things from, like, either events, like, either the tour itself or the events, and, like, interpreting it and basically editing it in a way that makes it look bad. And Ichiki's basically like, dude, this is not how this went down. Stop it. No.
Bad news
I'm
sells.
okay with this. Shut your mouths. Done.
Bad news sells. It's an unfortunate truth.
Yeah, it's like they just wanted to surprise someone. They legitimately don't need this kind of crap going on. And also, from what I read, Ichiki's gonna end up literally as a voice actor from episode 14 on in the series anyway. So, really, it's like, why are you jerks taking this thing and blowing it way out of proportion? It's just one of those cases.
Reasons why we should never let people who are prominent on the internet ever procreate.
Basically.
Yes.
It's one of those
Alright.
things.
I just want my Moe show. I mean, why do you have to make it so complicated?
I just want my moe.
I want my Moe!
Oh my god.
Japan, you made Hardy cry. You are terrible.
Ah, boo-hoo.
Somebody
It's just
needs
Oh
to
well,
take-
you can live without Moe. Calm down. I'm actually.
You still have your K on. I think you can survive for right now.
Yes, I have my motherfucking tea.
All right, that's pretty much all I have to say for that. So yeah, next.
All right. Next story, Durga. Tell us what Vertical's doing.
All right. Nothing new has been licensed yet, but Vertical has posted on their Facebook page asking fans for suggestions for their Summer 13 season. Now, there's some rules for this little suggestion. First of all, no novels. Second of all, no titles from Shukugan, Shueisha, or Akita Shoten. Third, no titles from before 2000. And 4, no titles longer than 12 volumes. And finally, no Arrow manga or explicit BL. But other than that, you can go on their page right now. They have a poll. You can basically suggest any manga you want that has not been licensed yet, and they might decide to license it. Some big titles been suggested
That's
so
pretty
far
cool.
are Princess Jellyfish, Vinland Saga, which I myself recommended, Moyashimon, Billy Bat,
Ooh.
Daily Lives of High School Boys, Nichijou, and quite a few others. Even I kind of hope doesn't get licensed, because the anime was kind of disgusting. I can only imagine how disgusting the manga is. But if you really want a manga to be licensed and it fits those requirements, you can go on their Facebook page right now, Vertical Incorporated, and suggest a manga to be licensed. Now I have to ask, are there any manga you want to have licensed?
Well, I
Yeah, but they won't accept the one I want.
Which
Same.
one?
It will for
No.
Master
Too long
Keaton.
or too old?
Oh, yep. That would be
It
glorious.
will never be licensed. It will never be released here in the States
It's very
because
saddening.
Aw.
because everyone hates me.
the
You know,
anime
the world does not want me to be happy.
the anime needs a re-release because it didn't get enough publicity the
does.
first time around.
It basically went under the same case as Monster. I
Yeah.
think. Because it only
Mhm.
Monster only got
But-
like Masterpiece. From what I heard, they got a full-fledged release on multiple DVDs. Monster only got a 15-episode DVD release.
Mhm. Out of 75 episodes.
Yeah.
I know,
Though
that's...
maybe a manga form would be more popular. Who knows? It'll appeal more to the manga crowd than the anime crowd.
This is true.
But any manga you want to see licensed?
So what manga do you guys want to see?
I'm trying to think. That's hard.
For me, Yokohama Shopping Log comes to mind immediately.
What's that about?
It's kind of a weird story. I mean, it's slice of life, and not in the cute girls doing cute things sense. It's based in a future. It's kind of sort of a post-apocalyptic-ish future, but when I say post-apocalyptic, it's not like a messy, dirty, grungy, or anything. It's actually kind of tranquil. It's like nature is taken back, and humankind has become a bit more laid back about it. They've sort of accepted it and gone into a simpler life, and it follows the daily life of a female android named Alpha who runs a coffee shop in the countryside.
Why does that plot sound so familiar coming from you, Mad?
I've talked about it in a few times in the past, I think. But yeah, I'm very fond of that series.
Mad loves his robot girls.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it. I was basically
Ay,
going
ay,
with, like,
ay,
for
ay.
some reason, I heard coffee and I heard, like,
You heard coffee and you were done.
It's got some
So
very
Max, how
good...
about you? Any manga you want to see licensed?
to be honest, nothing really comes to mind at the moment. Maybe just because I'm blanking out at the moment, but I'm fine at the moment, honestly. What about the rest of you?
I actually just
I already
thought of
sold mine, the one I'll never
Yeah,
get.
I'll never get Yokohama Shopping Log either because that doesn't qualify, unfortunately.
I actually have one that I don't think will get licensed either, but I still want to see someone try. Frankenfran.
Oh, God.
Dead serious.
Oh, that sounds...
Like, yeah, that is
Ooh.
a series for... That's not a series for the light of heart or light of stomach, but it is a very unique series, and I love the humor in it, if it is really dark and disgusting. And the main character, she's got an interesting sense of morality. She's not really an evil character, but her morality is so bizarre, so alien, that it doesn't really match with anyone else's. Like, she means to do good, but her idea of doing good usually involves you losing your head or some body part or turning into a mutant of some
Sounds
sort.
kind... And it's usually karmic, though.
So it's kind of like a real marriage.
Oh,
It's like a real marriage.
hey-o!
Let's see.
Sounds like it has the potential
Ew.
for some karmic
Bazinga.
cleverness.
Well, let's see. I actually just thought of one. For me, it's not necessarily like a new license. It's actually a relicense. The manga I was thinking of, it was the first thing I ever picked up. It's called Zodiac PI, and it used to be licensed by Tokyo Pop, but Tokyo Pop kind of died.
Yeah.
So
Sadly.
it would
They
be nice.
did.
It would be nice for it to get a re-release. I mean, I think it's only 4 volumes.
Huh.
And I did enjoy it. I have the first volume in my apartment, and I'm like, I've always wanted to read more.
With Tokyo Pop titles, the best person to hit that up, the best company to ask about that is no, it's actually Right Stuff.
Mm.
Right Stuff is because they went and re-released the Hetalia volumes themselves.
This is true.
So, anyway,
Speaking of Tokipop stuff that I'd like to see come back, Lupin the Third. I would love to see
You would
Lupin
say
get
Lupin.
relicensed. The manga,
You would say Lupin.
of course.
Yeah.
I am the site's Lupin the Third fanboy, so
Well,
I am
Lupin is pretty awesome.
saying that.
if you get your Lupin the Third manga, then I get my Golgo 13 manga. That's only
Oh my
fair.
god.
Oh.
So you don't want Master Keaton then?
A person
Oh, I
can
do
ask
want
for-
Master. I can have them both, woman.
I'll have my cake and
Anyways.
eat it.
Yeah.
I will eat my damn cake as I please.
But moving on.
Nom, nom,
Anyways,
nom.
moving on. We're running out of time here. Mad, you brought up a story that I actually really am interested in. Why don't you tell us about that?
All right. Let's see. Otakon, in conjunction with Studio Nazu, announced at Otakon 2012 the production of a video game, Crisis Heart Brawlers Clash at Otakon, to commemorate the 20th year of Otakon coming up. Otacorp has joined with Studio Nasu to
I've heard
produce the video game, and it's supposed to be, quote, an exciting and fast-paced beat-em-up game in the same vein as Final Fight or River City Ransom. So basically, it's a fighting game based on a con.
Which sounds like, well, it sounds like nothing I've ever played before.
It does sound unique.
And I've read
Sounds
about this.
interesting.
They're actually pulling out a lot of big name star power in the anime community for the voice acting. Like so far, they've got Kyle Hebert attached to it.
Ooh.
They've got Johnny Young Bosch, Christina
Oh,
V,
that's good.
Todd Habercorn.
The chord.
Wow.
Yeah, and the some of the music is being done by Johnny's band Eyeshine. They're doing
Ooh.
some of the music for it, and they're currently trying to do get a Kickstarter running for it.
Yeah, I saw that.
They've-
They
they-
have like a Kickstarter thing going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Everyone's
they got to get money somewhere.
yeah. Hey, I need anime. I might start a Kickstarter for myself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Feed
I'm
my
not a
anime
Why the
fans.
hell
To be fair,
not?
I'm not a personal fan of Kickstarter, just because like they're
Yeah.
asking their fans for money, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's just
Well,
my own
Mech-
personal thing.
Well, Mex, you know what? We need to set you up get Mex Taco Kickstarter. Yes.
Just send a bunch of tacos to you and you'll be
Yes.
set.
We need give Mex $100,000 worth of tacos and see.
I like 5,000 tacos and one diet drink.
Maybe my opinion will change with that.
4,000 tacos and one Diet Coke. But anyway, sorry to cut you off, Mad. What interests you so much about this Otakon game?
Well, I'm kind of curious about the creative potential here. I mean, what will they be fighting to get to the bargain bins, or or maybe meeting famous cosplayers? Or it sounds like it has a lot of creative potential. Again, and sorry to repeat myself, but that's what really interests me, I suppose. I mean, because I don't think anything like it has been done before, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, all the energy pickup items will be ice cold water.
Yep.
Nobody got
Uh-huh.
that.
Or hot dogs and pizza.
Yes.
I am
Nobody
sadly
got
one
the
of those
ice
people
cold
who have
water
never been to
joke.
a con, so I will never understand what it's like.
Oh yeah, you've never been to a con, have you?
Nope.
One reason we need to bring Mex to ABC.
I'm
next
trying to
year.
get to ABC too.
God.
And we all need to go to ABC next year.
If we all go to ABC next year, we
No,
need
we're
to
gonna
do a
do-
podcast
aren't we gonna do the,
from ABC.
Oh, we do
Live,
better. We'll
Just saying.
Yeah, Extreme
Yes.
Extremaganza.
Extreme
No,
Extremaganza.
a video podcast.
Yeah.
Video podcast
would
would
be
be
fantastic.
amazing to do.
Yeah.
Either
Yes.
way, something will be done.
So everybody go if you want to go and if you want to help contribute to the Otakon beat 'em up game. Just go to their official. I don't have the link here, but go to their official Kickstarter and contribute. Some of the prizes are that you can actually become an enemy in the game. Some of them you actually get to party with the voice actors and visit them in person. It's actually
Ooh.
really, really cool. Has a lot of potential. So check that out. All right. Let's see. Moving on to our next story. Let's see here. This one just came out today. Apparently, Turner Broadcasting System in Asia announced today that it's launching a multi-languaged Toonami channel in 2013.
I
Yeah,
am
get hyped.
excited.
Yeah. It's going to be
Oh my god.
this is going to be a 24-hour channel that they're describing it as the ultimate home for the superhero. So far, the lineup will include Dragon Ball Z, which has been on Toonami for how long? Also, Young Justice and Batman Brave and the Bold. Now, those are the only three series that have been announced
That's
so
two.
far. But they
So two
say,
good titles confirmed.
yeah. That's 2 shows worth
Uh.
watching and then Young Justice. So.
True.
But
Well, if it's a 24-hour thing, you gotta please everyone.
right.
So.
Yeah, but they're bound to announce more shows for it. But I mean, compared to what we get, which is like 6 hours every week, they're getting a 24-hour entire channel.
That's
So
See, I want
I
that.
want a
want that.
24-hour channel.
I would,
Dude.
I
What
would
the hell,
watch the crap
man?
out of that.
totally and absolutely.
Me too.
Wah, wah,
I would watch it too,
wah.
and then I realized I don't have cable.
Yeah.
Sad
That
face.
would be amazing, though.
Exactly.
I would use it to get my dorm mates into anime.
What we are getting, though, as long as you have a PlayStation 3, we are getting this fall is Neon Alley. But the problem with that is it's a pay subscription channel, and you have to have a PS3 for it. But
yeah, there goes that. I'll just stick to
Yeah.
Netflix.
yeah, I'm actually really excited about
Netflix.
Neon Alley, to be honest, because I have a PS3, and it's going to be the debut of the Berserk film dub. It's going to have the debut of Tiger and Bunny dub, of the Blue Exorcist dub,
Ooh,
and a bunch of other things that they're
lucky
releasing.
bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky bastard.
Lucky.
So,
Ah.
yeah,
I hate you, Hardy.
Anyway, so yeah, Asia's getting their own Toonami channel. Speaking of new releases, we have the new anime and manga releases for this week.
Woo!
Yes. Highlights include, for anime side, we have the longly anticipated Haibane Renmei re-release on DVD from Funimation.
Oh,
Thank you, God.
Yes.
that'll,
I
Those
think, oh my
are-
that'll be my
God.
rental
Yes.
copy.
Like, I definitely plan on buying that at some point.
It's
I need to get one because I was stupid and I didn't know the one I got was a bootleg.
yes.
I'm sad because mine's a bootleg
So
right
yes,
now.
after all these,
I need
after
legit.
so many years, Haibane Renmei is finally
Everyone,
being re-released.
go buy it
I
now.
actually-
And it's gonna be cheap. It'll be pretty cheap too.
Very cheap, yeah.
Funimation, hey Funimation,
Yes.
relicense paranoia agent. God damn it!
And I'll throw
Or
Hardy a bone
Lilac
in that.
I am
Ichi.
pissed. Relicense it. God damn it! I want my little slugger. Damn it!
So yeah, it's funny that they're only releasing it on DVD and not a Blu-ray combo pack, but I understand why. I have seen images from the Blu-ray transfer of Haibane Renmei. They look awful.
That's sad to hear.
Seriously, the Blu-ray for Haibane Renmei did not turn out good at all. So I can completely understand why
Aw.
they're only putting this out as a DVD. Let's see.
At least it's an anime classic, though. That's a good.
That
point
is
to it,
true.
too.
That is true. Also coming out from Right Stuff and Nozomi Entertainment is a re-release, another re-release actually, of the classic robot series Martian successor Nadesico,
Ooh. Hey, you watched
Ooh.
that.
including the old
Yeah, same here.
AEV.
I've been,
Yeah.
yeah, I've
The
been
old
planning on checking that out.
This time, instead of just the TV series, it also includes the never before released in America OVA series and the movie as well.
Oh. Dang.
So that
Well, damn.
yeah, that comes in a complete collection.
And once
Exactly.
again, it's pretty cheap for what you're getting for it. It's like $36 for the show, the movie, and the
Yeah.
OVA.
That's freaking
On
good.
one.
Which makes it's kind of a
Alright.
shame that all
Also-
my money's going to be
yeah.
going to Bandai titles for a while.
Same here.
We'll get the Bondi. in a
Thankfully,
minute.
I got most of my Bondi stuff already done. So
Oh, suck it.
I'm never gonna get any Bondi. I'm a broke
Bruh.
person.
also rounding out, we got a new Pokemon movie from Viz Media. No one cares. Also, the first collection of Intrigue in the Bakumatsu Irohani Heto. What is that word? Irohani Heto. Irihano Heto. Okay. But it's coming out.
As we all
Yeah,
butcher
it's coming
names.
out both in DVD and Blu-ray, bilingual release. And other than that, that's pretty much the big releases for anime. Manga sees the new volumes of Bakuman, which is great, which we still waiting on the anime for that. We're getting
Get on it, Media Blasters.
yeah, we're getting both
God
we're
damn
getting
it.
both volumes 46 and 47 of Bleach.
Which everyone
Um,
stopped caring about.
The second
Bleach, go die.
Eh.
yeah,
Go die in a fire.
we're getting volume 58 of Naruto.
No one
Go
cares.
Go
Your
die
fire.
in a fire.
We're getting
You can join Bleach in a fire of death.
we're getting volume 64 of
That's-
One Piece.
Yes.
We're getting the debut of the Oriemo manga.
I don't know
Cool.
what that one
Right.
is.
We're getting volume 5 of Toradora, volume 28 of Hunter x Hunter, the fifth omnibus of Gunslinger Girl. We're getting the second
Ooh.
season. I didn't know you have seasons of graphic novels. Second
Mhm.
season of Genshiken.
Nice.
Let's see here. We've got new
Interesting.
volumes from Fushigi Yugi.
Ick.
And
Go
more
away.
Pokemon. Again, no one cares.
Go away.
And that's pretty much it for releases. So those are all the new releases coming out this week. Speaking of releases, we got some rather sad news on licensing front. Sadly, we found out this week that Bandai Entertainment was going to cease production of all their titles starting in November. So, so
it's a sad day, because you had Geneon that closed down ADV. Now you have Bandai.
And somehow Media Blasters is still hanging on by a nose hair.
Like, we kind of saw it coming, but it's still
and
very
Bandai
sad.
had some of the good things too.
Yeah.
Like they had Cowboy Bebop, they had Wolf's Rain.
Yeah.
They had some of the good
Gurren
stuff,
Lagann.
man.
But what it seemed to me was
All the
very
Gundams,
saddening.
which only G-Gun counts.
when you look at the story and really read into it, it kind of makes you mad because Bandai was doing okay. They could have stayed in business, but their parent company in Japan, Bandai Visual, didn't think they were doing well enough.
Oh, those fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they were doing well, but not well enough. So they got the axe.
curse
Damn.
you,
Yes.
Japan!
This is
Fuckers
why we
released
can't have nice
Gundam
things.
Unicorn for like $50, which was like one movie.
Because Japan ruins it for us.
Only
so yeah,
Japan!
if you have until
yeah.
November, that's when everything that goes. They're not going to license anything new. You have until November before you can get anything before it goes out of print. So chop to it. If there's a series that you want that you just can't live without, get it now.
Yeah.
Do it now.
I'm broke. I'm
If you're
broke,
lucky,
I can't do
there might be some copies left
anything.
over for the holidays. But yeah, buy ASAP if you can. Like, I'm going to be buying Escaflowne pretty soon.
I've
since
got
I need
that
to see
one.
that still, and it's considered a classic. And you watch
I
it.
can't buy anything.
That's
Yeah.
by Bandai,
I'm
so gotta
sad.
pick it up.
I have to pay for my
If
apartment. I
for
can't
some
do it.
goddamn reason you've not
You're an
picked up
idiot.
I've got
Cowboy Bebop, do
thankfully,
so.
recently.
If you do
Yes.
not have Bebop, you are
Finally.
stupid. Yeah.
After ordering how many
But-
times?
That's right.
Matt,
I was
after ordering
cursed
how
for
many
some
times?
reason. I had to order it 5 different times from a bunch of different people, and for some reason it always got canceled. But I finally got it about a month ago.
Yay!
Yay.
But guys, what if I can't
Anyway,
afford
my-
Bebop?
I can't afford
Anyway,
anything.
my
Hush.
priorities are probably Planetes, Gurren Lagann, Outlaw Star, and Big O.
Thankfully, I started collecting Bandai titles right after the announcement in February. So I got right on the ball. I'm like, dude, I only have enough time to get this. I better start ordering. So thankfully, this year, I have picked up Lucky Star, Big O, Gurren Lagann, and what was it else? A few other titles that I really, really needed for my collection. And so the only thing I'm really missing, I got G Gundam too. Only thing I'm really missing is I need to pick up the Ghost in the Shell Solid State Society movie, and I need to pick up The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
I
And
do have
that's-
that one.
that's all
I
I
seem
really
to be
need.
the only person who has
Though
that one.
supposedly the Ghost in the Shell franchise is safe.
Mhm.
Like supposedly Stars Entertainment owns Ghost in the Shell, so apparently
Yeah,
that'll be
that's why I
safe.
didn't
Yeah.
mention that one.
I'm not taking any chances, though. Yeah, I went ahead and picked up Outlaw Star and both of the seasons of Ghost in the Shell, so I'm covered as far as Bandai goes. But yeah, if there's a title that you want,
I still buy
What's
Escaflowne, Planetes, all that good stuff.
I hate being broke.
Same here.
you can always sell Blood and Semen,
Like,
just
I
not
had
mixed
this-
together.
And the sophomore stuff after this.
But I'm a girl. I
Sell
don't
your
have
ovaries.
semen.
Sell your
How
eggs.
does that work?
So you're
Rent out your uterus.
oh, lovely. This
Whoa!
this space for
Whoa!
rent.
Sir, there is this thing called prostitution.
not what I
that
meant.
you just
Not what I meant. I meant to be a
suggested.
surrogate
I
mother.
think
Or
not.
what's it? Not what I
And now we
meant.
see Matt's true colors.
Moving on.
Dude, I'm in college. Please let me get through school. I have 1 year left. Then we'll try being a surrogate mom. I don't care if Bandai's closed till then. No! I am not going to be pregnant in my senior year. I will hurt people.
Okay.
Oh my god. Man, the day I meet you in person, I am going to punch you in the face. Same with
I
Durga
look
for making
forward
me
to
get
it.
noir, but that's another story.
At least you got it, and it still works. I hope.
Yeah, I haven't
All
tried
right.
it yet.
Okay.
I've
I
been
think
too
we better move on for
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
sake before we all go.
Before there's a blood
Yeah.
spree here.
busy
Yes.
before I kill
Yes.
everything.
One more news article, and this is a very, very tragic one. It's not anime related, but it is voice actor related. This week we lost a really great actor and voice actor. Michael Clark Duncan passed away at 54 years old.
Ooh.
You may remember him from movies like The Green Mile, where he was nominated for an Oscar, playing alongside Tom Hanks. He was also in a lot of movies like such as Armageddon. He played one of the smaller roles. He played the Kingpin in the movie Daredevil. Even though Daredevil wasn't the best movie, I still think he was the quintessential actor that you need for the Kingpin. He gave the Kingpin something that he needed. He gave him lots of swag. So, and he also, in his voice acting, he played Kilowog in a lot of the DC animated shorts. He had roles in God of War 2. Just very versatile actor. Very, very great guy. And he passed away, sadly. He had a cardiac arrest on July 13th, I believe. And he had been hospitalized since then. And just yesterday, in fact, he passed away at the hospital. So, if when you can, just give us a moment of silence and respect for Michael Clark Duncan, the big guy, and may we always remember him and the wonderful roles he brought. So, anyways, back to bring our spirits back up. Now we've reached the part in our podcast where we basically bring up a subject and we talk about it for the rest of the time. And one of the subjects that has been a bone of contention recently with the rise in anime companies like NIS America or Aniplex of America, and even Funimation is starting to do this a lot. They're starting to go back to the days of deluxe packaging. Now, what deluxe packaging is instead of what you have become acquainted with when you buy anime these days, which is like a slim pack release or just a common regular DVD release. Back in the day when anime was still back in the anime boom, you could buy these really nice art boxes that came in strong chipboards. They had very unusual shapes. People actually put a lot of effort into the packaging. And this was back in the days of $30 singles when you would pay $30 just to have 4 episodes. Of course, things have changed since then. But companies like...
Yeah, the singles, the 4-episode singles are now like, what are they in rights of, like $4 each?
Yeah.
It's like,
Unless you're Madoka.
Unless you're Madoka, yeah. But anyways...
God damn Aniplex.
Yeah.
Alright, Aniplex.
And so the companies like NIS America and Aniplex are starting to bring back deluxe packaging and use it as one of their big selling points. The problem is they're not including a lot of other special features. It's mainly their big selling points, and they're really using the deluxe packaging as an excuse to drive the price up really high. And a lot of people are having very mixed feelings about this. I thought we could talk about it, and we would just take turns discussing what our opinions on the subject matter is. So why don't we start with you, Durga?
My opinion on the deluxe packaging. First of all, most of the stuff they release is considered really niche, even for anime. Stuff like, say, Anohana, House of Five Leaves, Enmakun, or what we call it, that Go Nagai anime remake. Like, they're all very niche titles, not things that really sell well unless you're a hardcore fan. So for them, while I don't like the pricing for most of stuff, I can sort of see why they would do that. It's not something that would sell well here in the States. Aniplex, on the other hand, what do they have? They have stuff like Durarara and Madoka Magica, which are insanely popular. You think, okay, they get a way of selling this for a bit cheaper because it's like hotcakes. Nope. Like, both of them cost like over $100 if you want to buy the entire series. In Madoka's case, you can pay up to $200 for that if you try to buy the limited edition sets. And they don't release them in big box sets. Like NAS, at least they put their series in one box. And really nice box too. Really big box, it won't fill your shelf, mind you, but it's one box still. Aniplex doesn't do that. They release their stuff in a bunch of singles, which is a practice that's been long outdated. It's not something we should still keep doing. Like, it's part of the reason why I think Bandai fails, because they were still doing that for a while. It took too long to adapt. And they were still selling stuff like K-On!, for example, in singles. But, like, Aniplex charges like $60 like a single limited edition of Madoka Magica. It's just, that's 4 episodes, and what extras are on there? Okay, box is nice, sure, but there's a music video, and that's basically it. Oh, there is the ubiquitous clean opening ending, of course, but guess what? The opening endings on their DVDs are
Not
in
even the
Japanese.
ending.
Oh, what?
Only
Sorry?
the opening.
Not even the ending.
Only the opening,
Oh.
not the ending.
Like, even old anime from
You don't
like,
even
the
get.
early 2000s.
You
do
don't get
that.
the
Like,
clean ending.
Old GTO DVDs
Dang.
have opening, like, they have clean opening ending credits. Like, and Aniplex can't be ours to do this? Really? That's something that's supposed to be on every DVD I buy of anime. It's something that fans expect. That should be there no matter what, even if it's really cheap normal edition. But no, special edition sets. You get like a music video for one of the DVDs, and you get like one clean opening. And the openings and endings are all in Japanese credits. They don't get translated at all. So they, plus the dubs, I have to say, when they do dub, tend to be mediocre. Like, even Durga's dub, which has some good voice actors, is not that great in my opinion. And for Madoka Magica, a fantastic show, it deserves better than just an okay dub. So I think for a company that puts so little effort into the releases, they should not be charging as much as they have been. Like, yeah, the boxes are nice, but you need to have good content. The content has to match the price. And yes,
Exactly.
Madoka Magica, they're all good
Yeah.
shows. Not worth over $100 for just, like, for Madoka Magica's case, it's 13 episodes. No show, unless each episode's like an hour long or more, should be like, that's, and show of that length should not be worth that much.
Yeah.
I spent that much on Haibane Renmei.
And now the cheap version's coming out, and you're face bombing.
Nope, actually, I'm
He's such
okay
a
with
fan.
that.
He doesn't care. He supported them. He's happy with it.
Yeah.
I accept it. But yeah.
No, one thing that was another thing that makes me irate about Aniplex is they don't even really offer you a full credits. They will only tell you the main characters of the cast, but what they don't realize is that there are other characters in the show. Like, if you go and look up Madoka Magica's credits, okay, it'll tell you all 5 of the girls and Kyubei's actresses. But there are other characters in that show. There's Madoka's
Right.
parents. There's Madoka's.
Yes.
There's classmates. There are all these other people in there. They don't get
It would be
credit.
so easy. It wouldn't cost them any extra money to do that. It would be easy. Why would they not do that?
Mm-hmm. It's just it's a lack of effort. It's a lack of interest. They think, oh, and I never understood. There are people out there who aren't happy unless they have the actual original kanji on their opening and ending credits. That, I don't understand that. I mean, what difference does it make to you? You can't even read it unless you're Japanese or speak the language. Anyways, let's move on. What about you, Lilac? What do you think about the whole deluxe packaging argument?
I can understand for like if it's for some shows that you're hyping up really really big,
That is
maybe
true.
like because the only like deluxe packaging kind of thing I have with the art box is Shiki Part 1 that I won in Funimation's contest before they released it. And I can understand hyping things up and making it like really special for certain series. In the case of Aniplex and how ridiculously expensive they are, you also have to think of their business model because they don't exactly license a lot of things. So they have to make money somewhere.
That is
in order to make up what they need.
That is true, but you have to realize they're not really licensing anything because Aniplex is the company that helped make those anime series. And so basically they're only putting out stuff that they have already made. They're just putting out their own product. And also they've got backing, not much back. I know Aniplex of America is technically thought of as a small company, but they do have backing support from Aniplex Japan. So it's
so
like
they
another.
So they don't need that money to go through as many obstacles as a lot of other companies do.
This is true, but also you got to think Aniplex of Japan also gives licensed series to other companies like Funimation and things like that. Example, Shiki is another example here, because Aniplex of Japan put money towards this, hence the possible weird debacle with the whole advertising problem when they were trying to advertise the series. But, what was my point? I lost my train of thought.
Derp.
On a personal level, I'm fine with deluxe packaging but I just wish they would provide a cheaper alternative for non-hardcore fans. I mean, something special for people who want to go the extra mile and show a little extra support, but make it accessible.
Here's the funny thing, though, about that. We mentioned that. For Nook Magica, that is the case. You have a cheaper version, but it's still not cheap. It's like $30 per 4 episodes, and do you really think 4 episodes are worth $3? Like that's about the same price you can release 13 episodes for. You released a 13-episode series for about $30, and that's considered a good price.
Well, 35, 36 to be honest. Yeah, that's after a sale. That's if Right Stuff is having a sale. Yeah, I mean, well, if you do the math, if everything went at retail value, a brand new Funimation show costs like $70 before it's marked down.
Yeah, and then it goes down to like
40 is the normal number.
It goes down. Funimation will usually go down to like 41. Yeah. Sentai Filmworks usually goes to down 36.
Funimation is like 40, 41 at the most.
Yeah.
Like, cause I know Shiki Part 2 originally was gonna be, for me, if I were to buy it online, was gonna be $40.
And currently, Steins Gate Part 1 is priced at about $41 in Right Stuff, without a sale.
Right. But I mean, it's just people have different opinions on it. And now, here's one thing about packaging that I do like: if you're gonna make a deluxe box, if you're gonna make a really pretty box, make it something that is out of this world, that is so completely different from everything else on the market that you have to have it.
Like Lane with the art book?
Lane with the 320-page art book.
Yeah,
that's
is
a big
worth
thing.
It.
Yes.
Completely.
An art book the size of a phone book. Yeah, that is a good pack-in. And it also has another smaller 28-page book just dedicated to the differences between the DVD and the remaster. That's all it is it shows the differences.
I know what I'm putting on my Christmas list.
And how much is that going to cost?
That one's expensive. That one's going to be like $54 for Lane, but it comes with a giant phone book of art book. Yeah. So.
Ring, ring.
Yes, it probably will. And if you pre-order it, it also comes with a special gift from Right Stuff. So it's worth the money because considering
you get a lot. You'll get a nice big deal out of that if you pre-order it.
Because I've seen footage from the Jenny-On release of Lane, and I've seen footage from the new trailer. It's like watching another show. The differences that they put into the Blu-ray are unbelievable.
I don't have a Blu-ray player, jerk.
Indeed. Like, I've heard some people complain it's just an upscale, but no, that is not an upscale. It looks like a genuine remaster to me.
It's like a brand new show.
That's an exciting thing to hear.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It is.
But
now give me my Paranoia Agent re-release, god damn it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be bent on that for like a long time until they re-release it.
I've actually decided I'm just gonna buy a region-free player and then get the UK version. You can buy it for like $59.
I don't have $59.
And apparently,
Picky, picky.
Well, I do,
back
but
to
that's for
Madoka,
rent.
Madoka is actually cheaper in UK than it is in America, sadly.
It is. You can buy Madoka for like £30.
I know.
What is that? That's like
That's a much
50
better
bucks.
value.
That's a sin.
Yeah.
Compared to that, yeah, what we have is a sin. Nothing short of it.
Like, even with import fees, it costs less.
Really, it does.
Yeah.
Aniplex!
And overpriced. Anyways, back to the subject at hand. Yeah, if you're gonna do deluxe packaging and you're gonna charge more for it, make it worth our money. Give us something that's like one of a kind. I remember back when God of War 3 first came out, they had a deluxe box for that, and the box was shaped like the Pandora's box from the game. It was shaped just like it, and it came with all these pre-order skins and extra stuff that made it worth the purchase. If you're gonna put money into a box, do it. Don't do it half-assed. Do it like, make it look like out of this world, to where you can invite people over to your house, take it off your shelf, and say, "Hey, look at this," and they go, "Cool." That is deluxe packaging I like.
If you're gonna put money into a box,
Yeah.
put money into a box.
Yeah.
Give us something.
Don't just make the box bigger. Make it like actually good, like something unique. Don't say, "Oh, it's the same box as this other show, but it's bigger, won't fit on your shelf." Like, that's not a good box.
Give us something special.
Yeah.
Make us want to buy it.
Mhm.
That's the whole thing. The whole key about consumers
Exactly.
and customers in general. Make us want to buy it. We need some incentive for buying it.
Definitely.
I still have
That's the big thing.
my Coyote Ragtime Show steel case, and that thing is awesome looking. It's chain linked. It's got like this diamond plate surface to it.
And another good example of premium
Sounds like
releases,
Basically.
for example, the Utena sets that Nozomi put out. Though, like, they're not like most unique sets, but they're so gorgeous. Plus, you get some pretty good art books with them as well, like some pretty decent sized
because
art books.
they were remastered.
Yeah,
if
they were
I'm
remastered
right.
too, and they look
Do want
beautiful.
that-
And they include interviews with the directors, all this cool artwork in the book, all the cool extras on there. They put a lot of stuff into those boxes. Plus, if you pre-order them all, you could get a special Rose Signet ring, which is really cool. Like, I still have it. It's on my shelf. It looks like the genuine article.
And
I want Utena.
and Right Stuff's boxes don't cost that much comparison.
Indeed.
They're actually
Like this,
the
like
Nozomi
the series will cost you about $120, but it's for a 39 episode series plus the movies and all these extras. So I think it's worth the value.
Yeah.
Yeah. As opposed to Madoka, which is a third as long and
and for
twice
almost
as expensive.
the same cost.
Yeah.
At
The
worst, twice as expensive.
The problem with the Madoka Magica combo packs is they want to charge you for both full price for the Blu-ray and the DVD. You don't do that in a combo pack. No, the DVD is supposed to be a special
Otherwise, there's no
gift.
point to the combo.
Yeah, I mean it's more than double what it would cost if you bought both the Blu-ray and the DVD for the limited.
Like, the reason
edition.
most people buy combo packs is because it's cheaper than buying both the DVD and Blu-ray separate.
Right. So now that our taco eating friend has disappeared to go. Oh no, he's back. Okay. Hey Mex.
No, I've been here. I just, as someone
He's
who
just been
doesn't really
listening.
buy DVDs, I really can't give my opinion, honestly. So I've been mostly quiet about this subject.
I see.
We of the D2
Well-
Brigade do
been
not
doing-
support pirating.
Unless it's K-On! But even then, why would you watch it?
Watch it now.
He
I'll
already
revoke your
did.
taco license.
Max already watched it and he hates it with a burning passion. I think you don't need to revoke his taco license.
Yeah. Is there anyone who? Am I the only person who likes K-On! In the website besides DistroOcean?
I
Um,
haven't seen. I've only seen little clips.
There are some
Let me
others
rewatch
like
it
it.
and I'll let you know.
I've seen the first 3 episodes. Like, I might decide to watch the entire show just to say I've watched it all and to get a better opinion on it. But from what I've seen of it, it's not my thing.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, and I admit it's not. It's shallow as a kiddie pool. It's like shallow as a puddle. There's no substance to it really. But I mean, darn it, it makes me feel good. Okay.
K-On! Makes.
I will
Durga
say this
happy.
about the show.
K-On! Makes Hardy happy.
I will say this about the show, okay? The music, the opening and ending songs, the opening and ending songs are pretty good at the very least,
Yeah.
and the production values are decent. Like it's a Q&A show, I believe, and Q&A
Yeah,
shows,
the animation's really nice.
knowing not my thing, have
No
good
doubt.
production values.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Anyways, any other comments on the deluxe packaging thing before we wrap this up?
Questions, comments, concerns used to be thrown at computer screens.
Yes.
Well,
See, this
I've said most of what I want to say.
Go ahead, Durga.
I've said most of what I want to say on the subject. Like, the same stuff I've been
Likewise.
saying for
Yeah.
basically a year
So
now.
the general consensus is, if you're going to charge us for something, make it worth our money. Don't just
Don't be an Aniplex.
Yeah.
don't just raise your price because of a brand name.
Yeah, and have a cheaper
We are your
alternative.
we are consumers. You must make consumers happy. Make it worth it for us. It's basically I'm a part business major here. It's basically a whole marketing thing.
Yes, you cannot
Essentially.
charge us
Like
Japanese.
if you hype something up, you need to deliver, my dear.
Right.
Right.
Like they hype up Shiki. I have a box set. I haven't looked at what what the special features are, so I don't know exactly what to expect. But at the same time, it's like I'm kind of weary on what special features I'll get. So, but it's like if you hype up a series, give us a good reason to be hyped up for a series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just charge us Japanese prices in the American market unless you do something really special.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like in the case of like the Utena release and the Seer Experiments Lane release, those are good things to throw in there and makes us really happy.
Yes, those are good premium releases.
I'm not necessarily saying throw in art books and special things like for every single thing. Just make the products you try to sell us basically equal in worth money wise. That's really it.
Right.
At least try to. I can understand that some companies still need to make a profit so they can pay voice actors and things like that. I can understand
Yeah.
that. But at least make it pretty equal for us.
So I guess we can all five of us can agree on one thing. Fuck Aniplex.
Fuck Aniplex!
I don't have problems with them. I am the only
Because
one
you don't
here
buy
who likes them
anything.
personally.
Mm.
Eh.
One day you shall know the pain of
Okay, the
Aniplex.
first anime title on his shelf is actually a birthday present from me.
What is it?
Oh yeah, that's
What'd
right.
you get him?
Boku no Pico?
No, I got him the first 3 seasons of Slayers.
Oh, Slayers, that's
Oh,
a
that's
good
good.
set too.
Oh yeah.
I like
What do I get for my birthday? What do I get for my birthday?
You get Boku no Pico. No hush.
No.
You get
shut
Master
up.
of Martial Arts.
No!
No, I will hurt you.
Oh snap!
You will die.
Who has to suffer for that? No one.
No, I don't wanna. Man.
Yes.
It is.
That was such a fake evil laugh. I'm
I
not
know, I'm
gonna
sorry.
lie.
No, Lilac, I was gonna send you Boku no Pico, but I mean, if you...
Fuck you. Screw
You own it,
No,
you
hell
sick
no.
bastard. You sick
I
pedophile.
was just gonna order it, have it shipped to her address direct.
Oh my god. Again, if that were to happen, and if at some point all of us meet, there will be punches in the face for everyone except for Mex, because Mex isn't causing problems right now.
He will though.
Because Durga made me buy Noir because I was so tempted. Matt apparently wants to give me Master Martial Arts, and Hardy wants to give me Boku no Pico. I'm like, no!
Don't forget the uterus thing.
Punches in the face for you all!
Like, at least I gave you a decent show.
Screw you!
I'm gonna bring you a shirt that says "This space for rent."
Oh my god.
We are horrible people, and we're all going to hell.
We are terrible. Yeah. Another thing. We all need to play the second round of Cards Against Humanity at ABC 2030. If you can, guys can all make it.
Oh God, yes.
Because we had so much fun back then.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a fun game. I wish I was there to play it with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this right now.
Mhm.
If these podcasts somehow continue, and if Raven does or does not join us eventually, I feel like all the brunt of the femininity jokes and crap is gonna fall on me.
Oh, that's okay. Just direct it towards MadShadow. It'll be
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, MadShadow is the hottest woman on the podcast. We can all agree on this.
This is because
That's true.
He's the butt monkey.
This is because I make plush dolls, isn't it?
Yes. We all hate you because
Yep.
you're beautiful.
And you've got the biggest rack here.
Oh god. I'm guessing Mad's a double D.
Bigger.
Oh Jesus.
Triple E.
I'm a G.
We are all such terrible people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
think this podcast is
Reached its
has
peak.
outlived its usefulness.
It's kind
I
of
think
over now.
I think we've derailed this for
Yeah,
long enough.
speaking of peaks, this podcast has reached its peak. So
Yes, it has. What we need to do, I just want to put this out to all the both of the listeners that we're going to have for this thing.
The two listeners we're gonna get.
We need some questions and comments. So if you have any questions that you want to ask us, we're going to put a thread up in the forum for the official Bukkit Banter thread. And any questions that you want us to answer, any comments that you want to share with us, any stories that you want us to relay, please, by all means, type them up there. And next time we do one of these, we will get to them. And don't get discouraged if your question doesn't get addressed, but we will try to answer as many as we can. Like I said, yeah, go ahead.
And also, since I am going to put this on my blog specifically, I don't know if anybody else has any outlets they want to use this for. I know Matt has his own blog. But if you aren't already a member of the forums, in the image I photoshopped, there is a link to the forums. You could just sign up. We'll approve your account most likely right away. And then you can come in and join us, and you'll get to see what the Bukkit forums are like. We are in a very interesting community. I will say that right here, right now.
A very interesting community.
I want to lick your feet.
I am very disturbed right now.
no comment.
I want to hug you in the hug thread.
I'm gonna. Oh no! I'm imagining Hardy licking people's feet. Oh no! Ah!
I'll just go in the forums, check out our shipping thread, and have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And play
as
Mafia.
always,
Play Mafia.
and of course,
Yes, play Mafia.
and especially come and visit our weekly live streams. We have one every night. You've actually got 3 streamers here right now, so
Technically 4 if Noah was here.
technically 4 if Noah was with us. Yeah. But
Because Hardy's on Mondays, Durga's on Sundays, Noah's on Thursday, and I'm on Friday.
yeah.
So if you want more information of like what we're streaming that day, forums have that all tied up in a nice pretty bow.
Or our
for
Twitters.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter too.
Mhm.
you. All of the shameless.
Yes, you can follow us all on
Everyone
Twitter
except
for
Mex because he's a
All
taco
the
eating
butt
hipster.
plugs.
Yep.
Aye.
All right.
Mex does nothing.
Yes.
Sad face.
Swagger jacker.
It's very hard to get his tacos in a bunch.
Okay, I think we're good.
I think we're good. All right, everybody, sound off. This
Oh, we're
is,
saying goodbye now?
Go ahead and say
bye.
goodbyes, guys.
Keep it classy.
Take care, everyone.
Oh my god.
Go home now. We're done here.
Shut
Bye.
up, Durga. Let me talk. Yeah, until next time, guys. Otaku on.
Bex, you gonna say something? You're just gonna sit there and eat tacos all day.
I already
He
said.
said-
I already said something.
He said goodbye. Weren't you paying attention?
No, I
Yeah,
never
Hardy.
pay attention.
We're Hardy, shut up.
I
We're
call
waiting on you.
discrimination on
We
it.
all felt saying goodbye. Oh
Hardy,
God.
we're waiting on you. Shut up.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, Bucketeers and Buckettes, take care.